And I'm Al.
And we're the Sydney Trail Sisters, and we are super tight 10 days post-race after Ultra Trail Australia just last weekend. And so we thought, what a better time to do a post-race kind of recovery yin sesh by this gal.
Let's do it. So we are going to start in toe sit, everyone's favorite. So to stretch out the bottom of our feet, you're going to go heels together as close as you can, and then sitting back down on your heels as far as you can.
Oh, the joy.
Hen always says that if you feel like your toes are about to break, then you're in the correct position. So your toes should be tucked all the way under, and you do want to be putting that weight into the back, so we're really stretching along that plantar fascia. And we just get to hang out and wait.
I find with one of my foot, the heel always drops out, so I have to really focus to keep my heels together. Makes it much more intense.
I'm actually not feeling anything at all.
Stop bragging. How long are we here for, Al?
So we're going to be here for another minute, 60 seconds.
You might find too, if one of your foot's much tighter than the other, like I can feel my right toes really gripping and holding on, it kind of helps to breathe in and just relax through the bottom of your foot to like put a bit more pressure and tension there, because often we like grip and lift out of the position. So your body's
really let your body like sink in.
Yeah.
Breathing into that lower belly. 20 seconds. Then we're going to go into Hen's favorite pose, which is dragonfly. I can feel it now.
Oh, good. Welcome.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Coming forward, you can tuck your toes under and just give a little tap.
Oh gosh.
All right. From there, we are going to come into dragonfly. So coming down, sitting on your bum. You can lift yourself up with a pillow to give a little bit more height if you need to. Both legs are out towards the side, and then from there, we're actually going to go into a side stretch. So we'll start with leaning over towards the left side first. So you can bring your left elbow and place it along the inside of your thigh, leaning towards the left, and then your right arm can come over it. You can clasp your hands behind your head, making a little pillow. Or you can drape your arm over your head, whatever feels comfortable. Don't worry about how far down you can lean, just as long as you're feeling a side body opening all along that right side. That's the goal. Give your toes a little wiggle and let it go. All right, we're gonna hang out here for another minute. Scratch that, actually another 90 seconds.
I love how this one opens up through the side body and through your obliques into your hip. It's joy.
And coming into your last minute here, see if you can come down into that stretch a little bit further. You can bring your arm down in front of your leg if you like. And just trying to open up through your chest. And send that elbow back behind you if you can. Just really open up. And slowly make your way back to center. Now lift both arms up and towards the sky. Finding a little bit of length and lift in your spine. And then you're going to turn your torso towards your left leg. You're going to come down into more of a hamstring stretch. You can have a bit of a slight bend in your knee if you need one. Then just allow your chest to melt down towards the earth. Let your head hang, shoulders relax. Not gripping on with your hands, trying to pull yourself down towards your leg. Just allow your body to fall where it falls. 60 seconds left here. See if you can come down just that little bit further.
These stretches can also always be quite intense after a race as well. And so when you do feel that intensity rise, it's really good to just take a big deep breath, like let go some of the steam or some of the tension that you're feeling, just to like sink into it a bit more. Just get rid of some of that fight.
Really slowly bring yourself back to center and go to the other leg now into that side stretch. So leaning over towards your right side, your right arm can either place it on your thigh or just in front of you. Feel free to prop yourself up with a cushion. And then bringing your left arm up and over. Remember, opening your chest up towards the sky to really open up through your side body. Be here for about 2 minutes. Feel free to close your eyes, relax your face, your jaw. 60 seconds to go. And then just really slowly, gently coming back up to center, reaching your arms up towards the sky, torso twisting towards your right, and then slowly allowing your chest to melt down towards that thigh. Feel free to prop yourself up here with as many cushions as you need, or maybe you're flat down towards the ground, wherever you're at, just supporting your body in a way that feels good for you. 2 minutes here. Remember to allow your shoulders to relax, let your head hang heavy. Even give it a little shake side to side or release through your neck. Coming into your last minute here. Really slowly, when you're ready, coming up, you're going to take your hands, place them underneath your knees, and then just gently bringing in Both of your legs back to center. Feel free to give a little squeeze. Forehead down towards your knees, rounding out through your back. Give your legs a little shake out. Alright, we're going to come into deer next. So let's start with our left leg forward, right leg goes back. So you want your front leg to be in a 90-degree position and back leg to be at a 90-degree position. So at all times, your knee should remain in line with your ankle. From there, you can come forward. First you're going to reach up, find a little bit of space, and then you're going to slowly bring hands down towards the ground. You can either come onto your elbows, hands onto a cushion, and then allowing your shoulders to round down towards the ground. Don't worry too much about what your back leg is doing. The goal here is to feel a stretch along the outside of your left hip and glute area. Do you feel that, Han?
Yeah.
Do you feel it anywhere else?
No, a little bit in my right hip, but mainly left hip.
Yeah, great. All right, 2 minutes here.
It's always good here, like I know you always say to like check whether it's best towards your foot, shin or knee. So I normally feel it more towards my foot, but some people feel it the other way. So don't worry too much what it looks like, as long as you're feeling it somewhere that feels good for you.
Alright, last 60 seconds here. So as Hen had mentioned, if you want to try and find another spot, you can lean your chest anywhere between your knee and your ankle and you'll hit a slightly different spot. So feel free to take a bit of an adjustment there and then fall back into the pose for these last 40 seconds. Alright, slowly coming up, you're going to keep your legs where they are and then you're just going to lean back. You can adjust your knees a little bit, bringing your back leg slightly forward or maybe tucking it in if that feels better. And then you're going to come back, leaning back, all the way down to your elbows, and maybe you can come all the way down onto your back. And now you should be aiming to feel a stretch along the front of your right thigh into that hip flexor.
I love this one.
Alright, make yourself comfy-ish the next 2 minutes. Yeah, it's intense. Hitting that last 60 seconds. See if you can come down that little bit further. Or just stay exactly as you are.
This is intense enough. But not all as flexy as you are.
Yeah, right. can't all dragonfly like you.
It's not a competition. You have to be focused on your own body yoga.
Oh. Wow. I'll bite down over there. Alright, slowly making your way out of the pose. It's no graceful way, whichever way works for you. We're going to switch legs. Whew, I feel a little bit lighter after that.
Just all the giggling, wasn't it?
Alright, right leg forward, left leg back, reaching hands up, finding that length in your spine, and then dropping down somewhere between your knee and your ankle. Feeling the stretch along the outside of your right hip glute area. Maybe even into your hamstring a little bit as well, hey? No, just me?
Just you.
Okay.
Always interesting to take note of the difference between sides as well. Like during the race last week, I had some big hip problems with my left hip, but then when I'm doing this, I actually feel it much more intensely through my right. It just shows so much about how the body's compensating, and it's just always, even if you don't know why, it's interesting to take note of what you're feeling when
just
you're doing
taking
this.
the time to be in your body as well.
Yeah. Just observing, really, isn't it?
So last 60 seconds here. So making any little movements that you need to. Have a little explore. Right, slowly making your way up. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. So bringing that left knee a little bit more forward and then coming back, opening up through that left hip.
Just to wherever you feel comfortable.
Just to wherever you feel comfortable. It's not a competition, hey?
She says as she lies on her back. But if it was, you'd be winning.
But if it was, I win.
Classic.
Squeezing into your left glute to make it just that little bit more intense if you want to. Oh, breathing. Here, let me see the clock. What time does that say? Okay. Alright, slowly making your way out. We come into our last set of poses here, which is going to be a twist. So we're going to go for a twisted root. So coming down onto your back, let's go with your right leg over top of your left. You're going to bring your hips slightly towards the right and then allow your knees to fall down towards the left. Try and keep your shoulder blades down on the ground. You can then stretch your arms out either to the side, cactus position, maybe somewhere on your body, wherever feels good for you. When you're ready there, you can take your time, slowly coming back to center. You're going to untuck your leg. This time left leg pops over top of your right, shifting your hips over towards the left and then knees down towards the right side. Again, try and keep your shoulder blades nestled down into the ground, chest open. You can really just allow your head to rock side to side and find a place to rest if that feels comfortable for you. Almost made it. This is our last pose. Alright, slowly coming back to center, untuck your legs. Feel free to give a little squeeze in towards your chest, maybe a little rock side to side. And then drop your legs down to the ground, arms reach up overhead, one final full body stretch. Alright, slowly coming up. Make sure you don't feel too lightheaded.
Thanks so much for that.
That's it.
Thank you everyone for practicing with us today. And a high five virtually to you for making space and time for yourself to have that stretch. Hope you're feeling better after that.
Catch you soon.
Bye.